All right, welcome back. In this episode, we're going to dive into the difference between being lazy and having a dysregulated nervous system that is actually holding you back and blocking you from taking action. So, are you lazy or are you just highly dysregulated? This episode is going to help you figure it out and also give you the steps on exactly what you need to do next. My name is Gianna Badeau. I'm a coach, certified hypnotherapist, and meditation teacher. And this is a space for you to slow down, tune in, go to the deepest parts of yourself so that you can rewire your subconscious and achieve next level success without the added stress. And if you'd like more support beyond this episode, make sure you grab access to the Rewired app. In the notes below, there's over 30 subconscious activations, meditations, and self-hypnosis audio recordings to help you stress less and achieve more every single day. All right, let's dive in. So are you lazy or are you just dysregulated? This is a very, very important topic if you are a high achiever, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are someone who is goal-oriented. Because on this journey to everything you want to achieve, you are going to experience some level of procrastination along the way, and some level of procrastination is normal. But if you find yourself constantly procrastinating, constantly hitting roadblock after roadblock, and you feel like you're not getting anything done, or perhaps you feel like you're taking 2 steps forward and then 1 step back towards whatever goal that you're working on in any area of your life, really, business, life, relationship, you feel like you're taking 2 steps forward and then taking 1 step back consistently over and over again. If that sounds like you, then you may be going through something much deeper than a little bit of normal procrastination, right? Like I mentioned, having some level of normal procrastination when you are working on a goal is normal. That's why it's normal procrastination. Normal procrastination is procrastination that you experience, you go through it for a day or 2, or maybe even a few days, but then you're quickly, back on the horse. You're quickly back getting things done. You're back to feeling productive again. You're back to feeling momentum again. You are moving forward. You are going forward. Now, if you are constantly and consistently feeling stuck, feeling unproductive, feeling guilty about it, beating yourself up about it, there may be something much deeper going on. And you may not just be having a lazy day. You're not a lazy person. What happens when your body is in a constant state of stress, anxiety, or you have deeper rooted trauma that you have not healed from yet, is that your body goes into a state of freeze. So it's not that you're failing. It's not that you're lazy. It's you need healing. And because you have not done the proper healing at the subconscious level of your mind, you are now procrastinating because your body, your nervous system is in freeze mode because of how stressed, because of how anxious, and because of the deep level healing that you need to do that you have not done yet. So your nervous system is all out of whack, stressed out, anxious, worked up, and there also could be this deeper level rooted unconscious trauma that you may have gone through from the earliest years of your life, from when you were a child, that is bubbling up to the surface right now. And because of that, you are entering into a freeze state. Now, this nervous system dysregulation may look like procrastination, may look like laziness. That's how it shows up. That's how it is manifesting in your day-to-day reality. But if you are someone who feels highly stressed, chronically anxious, 24/7, all of the time, then you likely have nervous system dysregulation, which means your body, your mind, your subconscious mind specifically, needs to reset, needs to recalibrate, needs to rest, recalibrate, rewire, reset. And if you do not take these steps, you're going to continue in this freeze cycle where you're trying to take action, but then you procrastinate. And because you procrastinate, you you feel bad about yourself, you feel guilty, and you beat yourself up. When really what's happening is you need healing. And when you do this deeper inner work on yourself, you're going to allow yourself to start moving forward again. Because once you do the deep healing work, once you regulate your nervous system, once you heal your subconscious, you're going to break out of freeze mode and break through to action mode. When you are stressed, anxious, when you need healing, your body is in a state of freeze. You cannot move forward. It may feel like you can't get things done. It may feel like you're burnt out. You have brain fog. And because of that, you're not gaining momentum forward towards your goals, which again puts you in this vicious cycle where you feel really stuck. You feel really bad about yourself. You're comparing yourself to others, and you're comparing yourself to others. And because of that, it makes it even worse. It makes it even worse when you start self-sabotaging, beating yourself up, comparing yourself to other people, when really what you need is to nurture yourself, is to give yourself some love, attention, and healing, to love up on yourself, to slow down a little bit. And when you slow down, you can actually start to speed up. So again, how do you know if you are lazy or your nervous system is dysregulated? It's time to look at your stress level. On a scale of 0 to 10, close your eyes right now. On a scale of 0 to 10, how stressed do you feel in this moment? 0 being you are cool, calm, collected, totally chill, and 10 being you are highly stressed, burnt out, exhausted, anxious to the max. Receive that number. Be honest with yourself about what that number is. And if you are at a level 5, 6 or higher, then you likely have some level of stress or anxiety or unhealed trauma that is currently putting you in that freeze mode that is holding you back from taking action. So no, you're not just having a lazy day. No, you're not a massive procrastinator. You need to heal. You need to rewire. You need to reset your nervous system. You need to slow down so that you can actually start to speed back up again. And when you peel back those layers, you slow it down a bit, you re-regulate your nervous system. That's when you start to gain momentum, you start to gain traction, you start to move forward again, and you start to feel good again because you're proud of yourself. You're taking action. You're accomplishing small achievements or maybe even big achievements every day. And that achievement that you're receiving, big or small every day, is what creates momentum to keep you going, all the way to that finish line to achieve whatever it is that you want. So how do you regulate a dysregulated nervous system? Now, nervous system regulation without bringing the subconscious mind into the process is not going to be effective because your subconscious mind is directly connected to your nervous system, your emotions, that deeper part of you that causes your nervous system to be so dysregulated. So if you want to re-regulate the nervous system, you need to do this at the subconscious level of your mind. So it's not enough to take a bubble bath. It's not enough to just go get a massage. And you may have done that in the past and realized you feel good for a moment. And then the next day, you're back to feeling stressed and anxious again, right? So again, while self-care, massages, bubble baths, long walks, they're amazing to help you reset in the moment, they're not going to help you actually regulate your nervous system so that you can show up better for the long term, so that you can be healed for the long term, so that you can feel productive in the long term. They are band-aids. They're quick fixes. In fact, you should just do those things every day because they're supportive, because they nourish you, but it's not the path to actually reset your nervous system. Those self-care activities like massages, facials, bubble baths, walks, they're going to help you keep your nervous system in balance once you have recalibrated it and reset it and regulated it, but it's not going to actually help you regulate your nervous system right now while you are already dysregulated. If you're already dysregulated, you need deeper healing work. You need to do this work with your mind, with your body, with your subconscious. So how can you re-regulate your nervous system? Going deep into your subconscious is going to help you regulate your nervous system the fastest. And again, the best way to do this is through subconscious activation, through hypnosis meditation. And this is simply the practice of putting some headphones on, closing your eyes for about 5 to 15 minutes a day, however much you have time for, and allowing yourself to take a deep journey into your subconscious by relaxing the mind and body. Now, this is deep level relaxation. It's not normal relaxation you feel when you sleep. It's not normal relaxation you feel when you go for a walk or you get a massage. I know I keep referencing walks and massages. Those are some of the things I do to keep my nervous system in balance. So I'm using those examples. Those things are going to help you. This state of self-hypnosis, of deep meditation, is going to relax your subconscious body, your deeper self, the you that is in charge of everything you say and everything you do. So by turning on a hypnosis meditation, you're taking this deep journey through your subconscious. You are regulating your body, regulating your mind, regulating your nervous system, and clearing out any stuck energy that is causing you to feel dysregulated, rewiring any old belief systems that are causing you to self-sabotage, and also healing any past traumas or wounds that are currently getting in the way of you taking action and achieving your goals. So again, you can do this all on your own simply by pressing play on one of the Rewired audios that I've already recorded for you. There's many different topics to pick from inner child healing to self-love to self-worth, money mindset, abundance alignment, higher self alignment, anxiety relief, stress relief. I could go on and on. There is literally a audio recording for every topic. So you can grab access to the Rewired app in the notes below and start rewiring and re-regulating your nervous system so that you can propel back into action, taking action forward again. And I recommend you listen to an audio every single day. Even if you have 5 minutes, the repetition and the consistency is better than doing it once a week. So take 5 minutes for yourself. You have it, you can create it. This is your life. You create time for the things that are important to you. And try it on and watch what starts to happen. You're going to heal, you're going to rewire, you're going to reset. And because of that, you're going to break out of freeze mode and start taking action forward in your life, in your business, in your relationships, and you're going to feel really good along the way. So I hope this episode was helpful for you. Make sure you grab access to the Rewired audios in the notes below, and make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single episode along this incredible journey. And I will see you next time.